come on, man. It's a night flight, y'all. You guys are ready for it. I hope you got all your party favors on hand. You're ready to rock and roll with us on a Wednesday night. As Bruce Springsteen would say, inside, outside, wherever you may be, come on out tonight. By the way, speaking of Bruce Springsteen, shout out to Rags on the Jersey Shore, having a little vacation right now. And Rags, I hope you track down Scarlet Fire, Bonnie. She's at LBI right now. You guys should get together and have like a little PMP East Coast style get together. And I hope you guys find time to do that. In any case, Creative Tony's in the house. We have a nice show lined up for you tonight. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away. Right. Every week. Yeah.
Creative Tony. Yeah, what you doing now? You got your little lead.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. It's gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home.
Oh, my bad. And hold on, Paulie.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
I'm taking over the show. I just cut it off because I accidentally.
We're building up to something, dude. We're building up to a crescendo right there. You know what you did? You busted my groove. I haven't used that phrase in a long time. You busted my effing groove.
Dude, all good, man. Busting grooves, busting moves. Paulie, I'm busting a move right now because I want to remind people at the beginning of the show, we need to be much better about this. So I'm going to be right out of the gates. Please visit our YouTube channel.
There you go.
At Paulie Max Particles.
See?
Please like and subscribe. Please comment on the videos when you're there. The shorts that are there, the long form videos, our live shows. Comment. It all helps feed the algorithm. We're so close to getting over a little hump here. The little 2K hump.
I'm so sick of this hump, dude. I'm gonna take this hump like freaking like a Vietnam battalion, like taking Hamburger Hill or some mess like that, dude. I got to draw up like military comparisons. Tony, I'm ready to storm the hump. You know what I mean?
100%, dude.
Yeah,
So just a reminder, and our audio versions are always available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at Polymax Particles. They're there every night after the show. And I just want to remind people about that business because that's part of this business is handling our business at the beginning of the show. And speaking of handling business, Paulie, somebody I see on the chat that we haven't seen on the chat, I want to welcome to the chat officially, Bocce frickin' Chris.
I see him too, dude. I see him now. This is the first time he's kind of surfaced amongst the PMP familia. Like I said a couple days ago, Bocce Chris is one of the all-time greats. But again, like I said, Tony, he moves in the shadows. You know what I mean? He's like a sleuth. He's just ducking in and out of shadows, in and out of alleyways, doing good deeds, and then disappearing again. Anyway, Bocce Chris, welcome aboard. Good to see you mixing it up with the PNP Familia, your Red Jet Shells, your Ragses, your Noemis, Ian Weiland, all you guys. Patty from Napa's back. Great to see you. Scarlet Fire, good to see you, dear. And we have news tonight, folks. We have our final pair of Giants tickets to give away. We'll do that at the end of the show. Now, after tonight, let me just make sure I quote all of this warmly and accurately. Stand
warmly, nice. Quote it warmly for me, please. That's awesome. What they say.
You got to quote it warmly and accurately. Okay, here we go. As per the guy who kind of runs everything behind the scenes, Don Peralta, quote, ticket sales through our page and tonight at midnight. After that, folks, if you still decide you want to go like tomorrow or even Friday afternoon, you can purchase directly from the Giants page in section 202. That's where we're sitting, 202. There's the QR code if you want to hit that up. And as David Lee Roth would say, go ahead and grab a pen, my man. Let me give you my specifications. Let me tell you what you got to do. If you don't buy them through the PMP link, which is definitely in your best interest to do that because we got a good rate. All our seats are together. But if you want to be a rogue, if you want to be like an outlier, here's what you do. Go to MLB.com/Giants/tickets and then enter 814. That's the date of the game. And you can purchase your seats there and just look for seats in section 202. There are a few seats left that aren't part of our group, but you'll definitely get in there and we'll just make some mingle. So all of that getting out of the way, Creative Tony, it's actually turned into a pretty busy sports day in the Bay. I got Mike Dunleavy wetting the bed, just wetting the bed.
Wow.
We'll trade Steph if we need to. Sure, let's trade Steph. Yeah.
Couple things before we dive into the nuts and bolts of the show. I want to just remind people, if they want to go to this QR code until midnight, that QR code is live until midnight that you're looking at right now. So if you want to get tickets, go to that QR code now. And then also, I just want to thank Bocce Chris, who's on the chat. I want to thank Bocce Chris for his support of the show. The guy wants no mention. He wants no love. He just wants to support the show. And he just enjoys the show and he wants to contribute. So Bocce Chris, thank you very much for the support of the show, brother. And he was going to come to the game on Friday, but dude, his son said, "Hey Dad, I want you to drive with me to move me into college for my senior year." And I'm like, dude, that is such a tip of the cap to you as a dad, Chris. Well done that your son asked you to do that, man. So great stuff. And so we'll get him to an event, the Christmas party for sure. At Standard Deviant too.
And by the way, save the date, folks. 12/4, December 4th, Friday night, Standard Deviant. That's when we're going to have our holiday frolic. And by the way, speaking of the good people down at Standard Deviant, that will be our pregame party area on Friday. We're going to start gathering down there around 5 p.m. Yep. So meet at Standard Deviant, have a couple cold beers before the game, and then we'll all find our way down 3rd Street and take it into the yard on Friday night. Okay, I got baby Huey texting me some Don Knotts stuff. Thank you, Huey. Good to see you, brother.
You mentioned beer, Paulie.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
There we go. I'd kill for Brooch Bocce right now. Nothing against Vitello. I just missed Bocce's vibe. Adamas.
I've had enough, dude. You saw today the double play that should have been. Nice throw. Nice way to put some heat on that thing, Adamas. Real nice.
It was, dude, even Kruk and Kipe watching the game on TV, there was an odd pause because neither of them knew what to say.
Well, Mike riffed. He came out riffing. He goes, Dwayne, it looks like Adamas threw a changeup to second base. And he was right because it was a horrible freaking throw. Winds up costing the Giants the game. Ultimately, they lose 2-1. And meanwhile, Hauser's out here pitching well. He had a real nice day on the bump, dude. So, again, another wasted effort.
Again, anytime you give up 1 run or 2-1,
win the freaking game.
You should be winning the ball game. You should be winning the ball game. If you're giving up 1 run or 2 runs, it's just they're finding every single way to lose, man. Dan Cochimilio, our guy Dan Cochimilio, Secure Money, we'll talk about later on in the show, partner of the show. He had a great post. He's just calling them Bad News Bears 2026. He goes,
it's kind of turned into that, dropping balls in the outfield, not converting double plays that really are just textbook that should have been turned.
And also, hey, Paulie, sorry, I just got to get this out here.
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Vitello, if Adamas is aching, if Adamas is sore, if Adamas is in the
field,
get him out of there.
Get him out. We don't have to have Adamas out there clogging up the works, costing us ball games. Sit his ass down. Stick him in an ice bath. Whatever you do for a bad back. There's no excuse to have him on the field. I don't want to hear about, seniority. He's earned the right to play. F that, dude. He cost the Giants a game today, man.
Correct. Yeah. And it's like, dude, the season is toast. Right? The season's gone.
They've actually reached a new low in terms of plateaus. Tony, they are now 21 games under 500. Count them up, buddy. 21 games under. Yeah. What's your over-under? When the season ends, how many games under will the Giants be? They're not going to crack 30, are they?
Well, I remember we asked this a while ago. Are they going to
Bill Ring tribute? They're going to be like, we want to pay respects to Bill Ring. We're going to end up 30 games under. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Or Chili Davis. Chili Davis was 30 for the Giants.
I mean, it'd be bad enough if they gave us a Don Griffin tribute at 29, but they could come in 29 under. They're only 8 away from that, buddy.
Dude, they could give you a Jeffrey Leonard Hackman pre-00 26 if they end up 26 games under 500.
If you want to shout out 26s, Tony, I have to do my part as an old school Giant fan and shout out John the Count Montefusco, your 1975 Rookie of the Year in the National League. He wore number 26. I love the Count, dude. The Count was badass. Yeah.
Hell, by the way, think about this, Paulie. We've got the Giants just a god awful team this year. Okay, we've got Dunleavy saying, "Oh, I don't know for sure what Curry's plans are." And then we've got Bosa week to week tendonitis in the knee, and we've got 29ers hurt. We've got
Tony, give me a laugh track ready if you could. Here's the good news coming out of Santa Clara. They are playing the Titans tomorrow. And by the way, out of the goodness and generosity of the queen herself, one of the queens of the scene around here, of course, is Corinne from Fairfax. She is going to provide us with a ticket to give away to tomorrow night's game. So if you want to go down to Levi's and catch Niners Titans, we're going to give a Niner. In fact, we'll do that in a couple of minutes. Tony, here's the good news. Everybody on the Niners is hurt. The substation is pumping out high voltage energy by the hour, but at least we have the Jonas Brothers to look forward to at halftime. I need that. I need that. Like I need the Jonas Brothers marching around in the middle of a football game. I didn't ask for it, buddy. I really
First of all, why do we need a halftime show for a week one game in Australia? Number one.
You don't at all.
Number two, what in the holy hell do the Jonas Brothers have in common with Australia? Okay, how about there is a band known as AC/DC that might be able to maybe for a decent fee would probably fly back home and perform.
You're 100% right. You pay them enough, they would go back into a set. They would. Yeah,
100%, dude. There's also a great band that I follow that I love that I saw at the Frost called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
They ain't ready for that, Tony. The NFL's not ready for that. They don't want the Lizard Wizard. They're not ready. I will say this though, let's be reasonable. If you have to have the Jonas Brothers, how about we have them do like a set of Bee Gees music? Other great Australians right there. We do a set of Bee Gees music, honor your fellow countrymen and all that kind of stuff. Instead, let's just trot out the Jonas Brothers. That's what every NFL fan is thirsting for. A set from the Jonas. I didn't even know they were still together.
They probably aren't. And they're probably just getting together for this game. They probably have some album coming out. It's probably some BS, promotional BS. Also, we got the Lakers being sold for billions of dollars. I don't
know what's going on.
The sports world is really just a what?
It's upside down. Russell Westbrook retired today too. Throw that on the pile. You know what I mean?
There's all kind. I read a story today about the South Korean soccer team giving referees sexual favors for favorable calls, dude.
Wait.
I swear to God, where's the story? Hold on.
Hold that back a little bit. Say that again. Lay that whole sentence out for me again. And we got some supers we got to acknowledge too here.
Yeah, okay. This is a CNN story. I said it said South Korea's football team has issued a public apology after a bombshell report alleged that it had spent thousands of dollars on sexual services for foreign referees before or after games in the early 2010s, dude.
Meaning like what? We hook you up with a couple of girls the night before and you give us the calls the next day? Is that how it works? I mean, what do we say?
It's gotta be, dude. So it's just, there's wild. We got Adam Gase. I didn't realize this. Do you know that Adam Gase is on the Chargers coaching staff, Paulie? The eyes of Adam Gase?
What's his role? Is he quarterback coach?
Oh, what is it? It's, they had a funny name for it. Passing game specialist, dude.
By the way, I don't think Justin Herbert needs any help from Adam Gase. I really don't. That kid's fine. Get him enough. Dude, not bad. Not bad, dude. That was a damn good Gase right there. Respect, brother. Respect.
Thanks, dude.
Right, let's do this, Tony. Let's handle our business. Let's give away. Let's take care of the supers, and then we'll give away a 49er ticket for tomorrow night's game.
Okay, stand by really quick though, Paul, if you don't mind. Just for bleeps and giggles, if you don't mind, just for fun, because it's a fun night shift right now. There you go. There's
nice.
That guy.
Dude, that's my boy right there. The eyes of Adam Gase got no human great. One of the greatest songs I think we ever did, dude. The eyes of Adam Gase. Instead of eyes without a face, man. One of my dude, look at him. Look at him.
Oh, sorry, I just took it away.
That's all right. I get the idea. I've seen it. Before.
Yeah, but dude, I'm glad you brought up the Jonas Brothers. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing?
I don't know.
How about there's a band Jet? Remember the band Jet? They're from Australia.
I do.
There's no chance in hell that the Jonas Brothers are going to cover any Australian music. I really love that idea, though.
Yeah, they're good. Bee Gees, do Staying Alive, Night Fever, freaking You Should Be Dancing, Rags, Jive Talking, throw a Jive Talking out there, dude. I would salute that.
Even if it's just an outgoing Australian or Bee Gees medley to end the set.
Folsom Steve coming in with a slam dunk. What about Men at Work? We can't get Colin Hay out there. I can't sleep at night. I'm thinking about the conversation. I got no problem with Men at Work. None. Vegemite sandwich, the whole bit.
No. And Colin Hay, if you ever get a chance to see him solo. He does a solo acoustic tours. I haven't seen him live, but I've seen video footage, and it looks like it's a hell of a show, man. He's got great pipes, Paulie. Great pipes.
Yeah,
so,
no, incredible. Great singer.
But why ask him? Why ask him? Let's go Jonas Brothers. You know what says? You know what says Australia and NFL to me, Paulie, are the freaking Jonas Brothers, dude. What the
crazy thing about the NFL, they are so woefully missing the mark in terms of their core audience. If you really wanted to satisfy the NFL audience, and they've had their chances to do this, they should have had Metallica play at Levi's Stadium when the Super Bowl was here. Super Bowl will be back at Levi's. They should ask Metallica to do it again, but they won't because the music is considered it's just too heavy. It's going to upset people and everything. But I guarantee you, if you polled every NFL fan in the United States and asked them, would you rather have the Jonas Brothers or Metallica play a halftime set? I would guess you're going to get 85% in favor of Metallica.
Yes, you're spot on, Paul. You are spot on, man. I saw that story today and I was like, come on, man. I'm going to share one more thing, Paulie, because this is my vote. Okay. Get these guys in front of a crowd in the NFL and just freak everybody the F out, dude. Because here you go, buddy.
Are you going Gizzard?
Look at these guys. Come on.
No, that's never going to happen. This is never going to happen, especially the guy with the green shirt. They don't want any part of that, dude. None.
These guys, if you ever get a chance to see them, you won't. The NFL won't bring them to the stage. But if you ever get a chance to see them, I highly recommend it. But crazy Australians, I would have loved to have seen them. I would have loved to have seen anybody like AC/DC, right? That seems to make the most sense. They might be touring right now. I don't know, but for the right price, they turn the planes around.
You write a big enough check, anything's possible. No question.
Yes, anything's possible. Paulie, I apologize, man. It's just that story had me up in arms and I was like, why am I so up in arms about the Jonas Brothers? Because it just doesn't make any sense.
Let me ask you a question about this game in Australia. Are they prepping me for the idea that is Bosa going to play in this game, dude? I'm dead serious right now. Is Bosa going to play?
Paulie, I've already prepared for Bosa and Kittle not being able to play week one. I've already prepared myself mentally for that. And who knows? And by the way, I cannot unsee the substation every time I see a highlight from practice. I swear to God, I can't unsee it because it's in the background and it's there. I cannot unsee it.
It's looming. It's always looming, Tony. By the way, I heard that the 49ers put the Titans on a practice field that was literally right in the shadow. They're like, hey, you guys practice right over here where the voltage is at its highest. So we'll see if they can survive that experience tomorrow night. But I promised a ticket giveaway. Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Great, Tony, give me a trivia question. Now, here's the situation. Again, we have one ticket to give away. It's courtesy of our friend Corinne in Fairfax. She's always been one of our favorites, incredibly generous person. She'll be going to the game. I believe you'll be sitting with her crew and they tailgate. They have a great time. You guys can work out all the hookup, how you guys want to get together, meet down there. That's up to you guys. But Tony, let's do it trivia style. So do you have a good trivia question for the one ticket for tomorrow night's Titans-Niner game?
Yes, I do. And also with the technology nowadays, Paulie, no ticket stubs. I'm sure Corinne could probably just transfer the ticket to you as well. If there's logistically, if it doesn't work out. Do not answer on the chat. Okay. Right. Do not answer on the chat. You have to email the answer into pauliespod@gmail.com. And you know what? If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you should subscribe on your way to pauliespod@gmail.com on YouTube at PaulieMaxParticles. Like and subscribe. The trivia question I had, Paulie, that we were talking about before the show. And this is just, because Paulie and I were talking about like doing trivia questions where you could just quickly look something up on the internet. It's kind of just really too easy. So, and Corinne's on the chat saying, yes, I can transfer. So thank you, Corinne. And thanks so much,
Corinne. Very nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you for offering up the ticket. But the question is, we talked about a former 49er that likes to shop in Morocco. Email the answer to that question to pauliespod@gmail.com. If you know, you know, Paulie. Do not answer on the chat.
Richards, is it?
It's not Keith Richards, but we talked about it when Morocco was hot in the World Cup. And we had Keith Richards. And we had Keith Richards in Morocco. Where's that freaking picture? I think I have it. Yeah,
this is the life I'm aspiring to live. I want to wear a sheepskin jacket with a 3-foot long pipe and just hang out. Yeah, like this, like Richards. That's all. And even a lit cigarette in the other hand, just making the most of all his available hands.
Dude, doctors probably look at him and just be like, You are just a modern miracle.
They probably
Modern
just say, dude, do me a favor, get out of my office. Like when he goes in for like his physical, they're like, Richards, get out of here, dude. We know Richards is still going to be here in 50 years. I got news for you. You can't stop this guy. And I attribute all of his longevity to these days in Morocco. Look how peaceful he looks.
Yeah, dude. It's and is that like the whole outfit and like a little or whatever that is, like a little satchel around his neck?
I think that might be where he keeps the unmentionable. So I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah,
the extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Wow, well, it's just a great shot. Any excuse to show Keith in Morocco, I'm down with, dude. So we have people sending in the answers, and we will get to we award the winner later on in the show. Thank you all. Some people are saying it was an easy question. It might not be easy for everybody, all y'all. So,
well, the good thing about Tony's question is it's kind of a question that's designed to reward people that listen to our show. Like if you listen to our show and you've been on board for a while, you should know the answer to this because we talked about this quite a bit. So it shouldn't be too challenging. In fact, Don Peralta, help us out if you can. Help us with the winner later on. Just post it on the board so we can see it because I know Dom has access to our email. So, Tony, supers. I don't want to let the supers fall by the wayside. We got a whole stack of them up there. Let's take care of our people.
Stand by, Paulie.
Oh,
Standing. Yeah.
It's business time.
And because it's a night flight Wednesday night.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
By the way, I got to give love to John Joseph, our guy, Double J, John Joseph. He sent a link today. Flight of the Conchords put because they made a lot of songs like Business Time in their show.
Nice.
And they put all of them on a record, and they're selling the record. You can get it at your record store. Yeah, nice. and Business Time is on the record. So I'm gonna go to Vinyl Solution and see if Tommy Tunes has it in stock. If he doesn't, he'll order it for me. And by the way, Paulie, happy National Vinyl Record Day.
Well, you and I are well-known vinyl, and I always keep a slab of vinyl right behind me on the shelf, and you're not going to find two. In fact, I purchase more vinyl than the average bear, and it's probably my most expensive vice, to be totally honest with you, Tony. The amount of money I've spent on vinyl in my adult life, but I figure like if that's my worst vice, I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of mileage out of my vinyl.
Dude, if it's like deodorant, soap, or buying a record, I'm buying a record. Right. You know what I mean? So
I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah, right. But it commemorates the day Thomas Edison invented the phonograph in 1877, Paulie. 1877. So happy National Vinyl Record Day. I can't. What do you have in the background right now? I can't see.
That is a little record by a band called U2. Name of the record is Unforgettable Fire. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. Yeah.
No, I haven't. Thanks.
A couple of good tracks on there. I don't know. It's okay. You know what I can say about the Unforgettable Fire? A lot of people like to take shots at U2. Oh, they suck. He sucks. They suck. They all suck. Guess what? You know who loves that record? Miles effing Davis.
Yeah.
Loves the Unforgettable Fire. I love the Unforgettable Fire. Might be my all-time favorite. It's right up there. At the top of my U2 album list. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, because there's vibes in the air tonight. First of all, let's go to Red Jet Shell. Red Jet,
yeah.
Thank you for the super Red Jet. She says, those of you going to the Giants game Friday, have a blast for me. Love to Paulie and Tony. PMP vibes at Valhalla. Go Valkyries. Yes, let's go.
Red Jet, I was watching Valkyries ball tonight before the show. I was watching Valkyrie ball. They're playing Chicago, and the Valkyries do what a great season. I think what are they 23-9, having a great season, and go Valkyries go. Still working on getting that guest, by the way. I've been kicking it back and forth with the PR staff over there. Hopefully they will deliver because my request is in. I asked for a Valkyrie. Hopefully they give us one.
Definitely, it'll happen. It'll happen when the time is right, Paulie. On that note, I've saved this in bookmarks for a while ago, and I'm just going to show it because it's really fun. And we're talking Valkyries. Look at the vibe. Look at our guy here. Okay, you see? Okay, hold on. Sorry. Let me put this up here. Look at this guy. I don't know if you've seen this video. Just a random.
That's yeah.
Well, here's the video, dude. Watch this guy. This is our guy. I want to find this guy.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you what. Hey, forget about the Jonas Brothers. Just put this guy on a stage at halftime. Play some music. And dude, that guy is all in, dude. All in. Yeah.
I mean, dude, here's the slow-mo. Let's give me this.
That's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Dude, Valkyrie Ball. I love it. And what a fan base, dude. They packed the freaking Chase Center for Valkyrie's game. Tony, while you're in Bookmarks, only because it is a Wednesday night, we're having a good time. Do you go to Bookmarks, stay in Bookmarks, pull up the one where you see Bert and Ernie real quick?
Oh,
this is just for everybody's heads. I found this today. It made me laugh. I think you guys might get a kick out of this.
Yeah, stand by.
Requires no setup. It's not connected to anything relevant. It's irrelevant, rather. It's just a funny little slice of comedy. I think you guys might appreciate this. Real quick.
Paulie, welcome to our show. It's nothing related to nothing. So
Pretty
here we go.
Yeah.
Stand by, and I'll load this up here.
Have you seen this yet, by the way? Do you know what's coming?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, blow this up a little bit, too. Fluff
Yeah,
it
here we go.
and get ready, dude. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I didn't mean to shoot the son of a bitch. He going off. I don't know why.
Well, look at this fucking mess, man. We're on a city street in broad daylight here.
Believe it, man.
Well, believe it now, motherfucker. We got to get this car off the road.
Did you see the
What do you make all this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
You gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped that?
Oh, fuck's happening? Oh, shit, man.
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Oh, man, I see some crazy ass shit in my time.
Chill out, man. I told you it was an accident. You went over a bump or
Hey, the
something.
car ain't hit no mother.
Oh, that is
just so that's all. I just thought
Dude.
you guys would preach. Look at the head splitting too.
incredible. Incredible. Man, I don't even have an opinion, dude.
Did you
Marvin. Shout out Marvin.
Yeah. Did you see all the blood on Travolta's shirt?
Yes. Dude. Rest in peace, Marvin. That is phenomenal, Paulie. That
dude.
is just...
Anyway, just for your heads. All right, Tony, let me handle some show business. And
Well,
then we're gonna...
I'm not done, Paul, if you don't mind. We got a couple more supers. If you stand by, let me get our sponsors back up there. Here we go. Comments. And Stevie Groschel's a super. Red Jet Shell, thank you for the super. Stevie Groschel's a super. He says, remember when we had the logo in our front office?
I sure
We are
do.
now in Dunleavy territory. See you in Cancun.
Yeah, dude. Russ Westbrook will be down there waiting for us, dude. Yeah, the Dunleavy press. I mean, his back and forth with the media today was just it left a lot to be desired. Just the fact that he left the door open for, we might trade Steph. We want him to stay.
Well, if that's what Steph wants to do, then
sure, if that's cool. Well, maybe here's an idea too. Maybe hold on to the greatest player in franchise history. I don't know. The only reason people still want to come and see this team at this point, you might want to keep him around. Just as
I mean, if you didn't see the video, we should just show people the video. I have it right here, Paulie. Stand by. It's worth a view, and then we'll get back to the supers in a sec here because this is worth a view. If you haven't seen it, here is Mike Dunleavy Jr. And there's a question at the end here. He's having a sip of water. Get your water. Hydrate, Mike. Here we go. Hold on, let me get it loaded up here.
Make sure you hydrate. That's key. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go, dude.
Yeah, here we go.
Mike, Steph has been consistent about his desire to stay with one franchise his entire career, to retire as a Warrior. Has he given you any indication that has at all changed this summer?
Not me. No, he hasn't. That's always been the message. That's always been sort of what we discussed. And I think that's, tracking quite well. Obviously, he's eligible for an extension coming up at the end of this month. And, we'll talk through all that stuff and can't speak on it much right now. But, I'm pretty confident Steph will finish his career here, but ultimately it's his call, his decision. Whether that's allowing his contract to run out and move on, or look, if he comes to me and wants to be moved, Joe and I will talk it through.
Dude.
Yeah, right there. Not what we're looking to hear, Dunleavy. This is not the kind of language we're looking for here. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
Like you said, man, he is the reason why people will go to the arena this coming season.
Yep.
And they had a really rough offseason. They didn't get anybody that they tried to get. And now, instead of just leaving any doubt, just say, we got this. We're going to handle Steph. Steph's going to retire a Warrior. There's no doubt in our minds.
How about this? Steph's a Warrior. We want to make sure that he ends his career in Golden State where he started. As the most beloved player in the history of this franchise. We'll do everything we can to keep him happy and present right here in Golden State. That's all. That's all.
It's kind of like
Can I be the GM? Somebody call Joe Lacob. Tell him I'm available if they need me to handle the media. Because my media sessions will be like lickety split. Is Steph going to retire a Warrior? Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, yes, he is. Thank you.
That's it's kind of like Buster Posey and the Pride cap thing. You know,
the both
right?
of them.
Just come on, guys. Like you guys are both having a tough time in your seats. I mean, I do think, and we can get into this later on in the show, that we give Buster some time, things will turn in a year or a couple of years, not in a year, but in 2 or 3 years, we might be, much happier as Giants fans based on the farm system. But they're having a tough time right now, man. And just to leave it open. Well, if he decides then that's what he wants to do, then, Joe and I'll have to talk it through. It's like, dude, that just leaves so much open to consider.
Way too much open. Way too much. I don't want to hear that at all. I want to hear he's staying here, he's retiring here, he's happy here, and we're going to make sure that we send him off the right way when that time comes. When that time comes. Steph said recently he thinks he's got 5 more years, 5 more productive years. I'll take all 5, and I'll take them right here in the Bay. And again, Dunleavy, you're right, dude. He had a horrible offseason. They didn't land a single meaningful free agent. They struck out with LeBron James. Not a move that Tony and I were excited for, but at least it would have shown me that they can get their man. And who put was that Groschel who put up the logo comment about Jerry West? Yeah, thank you, Grosch. And you're 100% right. The logo knew how to close. I mean, we had Jerry West in on the whole Kevin Durant thing, and he definitely played a role in that, man. He had that kind of cachet when he walked in the room, man. He had a lot, like the entire aura of Jerry West was incredibly humbling. And the fact that we had him on the Murph and Mac show a few times was always very special. I mean, talking to Jerry West was a big deal. And this is a long way from Jerry West now, dude. Mike Dunleavy, a long way from that.
A long way. Paul, you said cachet. Remember?
Yeah, little cachet, Tony. Little cachet. How's your cachet tonight?
Do you remember George? Remember George and Seinfeld? Is this the scene? Oh, tell me it's the scene. No?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know where you're going.
It's got cachet. It's got cachet up the yin yang. I'm trying to find the video of it, dude. You don't remember this? Is George Costanza? There it is. Oh, stand by. We're getting loose on a Friday. On a Wednesday night.
Well, might as well loosen it up, man.
Hang on, if I can find it here. I apologize. Where'd it go?
I like when you dig. No, come up with some gold, man. I know you got something up your sleeve. Bring it.
Yeah. No, this isn't it. Sorry. Okay, I'll find it and gosh, forget it. I'll find it later. My apologies. Those who know, if you know, George mentions cachet. You say cachet, which is not a word you say often. It made me think
I barely ever use it. I break it out once in a while, like a fine wine. If I need to use a cachet, I will. Because Jerry West, he had that kind of cachet. You know who else has that kind of cachet, Tony? Dan Coach Emilio.
Dan does, but Dan doesn't. Dan would respect the supers, and we got to get the supers before we go to Danny C.
It's hard to tell where we are in the order, but go ahead. Yeah.
Gravy's a super. He says, and thank you, Gravy, for the super. He says, Adamas should enter the WNBA draft. Brutal shortstop, dude. Gravy.
I don't know if they want him. I got to be honest, Gravy. I don't know if the WNBA wants Adamas. You know what I mean? They don't have a need for anybody to give a cooler, Gatorade baths at the end of every game. I think they're good. I
saw somebody on I think it was social media, or maybe it was in our chat, that said maybe he strained his back hoisting Gatorade buckets.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? That would be the greatest. I pulled my muscle with a Gatorade bath. Perfect.
Totally. And dude, Miriam's a super, and then we have 2 similar supers I'll get to in a second. But Miriam, thank you for the super. She says, sorry to miss the ball game on Friday. I'll be at the Luke Bryan show with a group of my besties. See you next time. Miriam, if you're not going to be at a ball game, go see live music. You're winning.
Don't sleep on Miriam. She gets out and about. She saw AC/DC. Excuse me. I think it was last week. I saw The Who with her. I know she loves live music. Have a great time, Miriam. We will miss you, but we'll catch you at the next thing we do. At the very least, we'll see you at the Christmas party. Have a good time.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. And then, we'll have a winner for the tickets the 49er ticket, and we'll email that as well. So Miriam, I think I saw she entered the competition on the email. So good luck to all those who entered. pauliespot@gmail.com. Robot Centaur is a super. Fareed, our guy, Fareed, and he says, can we taste the biscuit
tonight? It's been a while. I mean, it's been a long, long while. Do you have more supers after this, or is that the last one?
One more, because look at what Patty from Napa says. She says, small request.
Wow.
Biscuit Lady song, dedication to rags. So,
all right, John, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We got a bunch of stuff coming in. First of all, I believe Don Peralta sent you the Costanza clip. So check your phone. Why don't you get all of this Biscuit and Costanza, get that all lined up. I'm going to talk to Dan Coach Emilio. And by the way, I think I have to make a programming call on the air, Tony. We have Seth the intern in the on-deck circle ready to give us one of his farm reports. But I'm starting to feel like we might want to boot him to another day. Your thoughts?
I'm down. I haven't had a Seth taste yet, though.
All right, well, we can come back and do it right now. You want to do it right? Okay.
I'm down.
Okay.
I need some Seth Meyers in my life, dude. The guy's been so phenomenal behind the scenes. Let's give him some. And I want to know, according to Baseball America, the Giants have the number 4 farm system in Major League Baseball. Seth did some homework about this, this whole scene, especially in San Jose. You want to go see some good ball? Go see some of these youngsters in San Jose. Playing, go see.
By the way, real quick, Mark Coolidge in capital letters. Get the intern on. Get him on. Hey, you know what, Andrew? It's done. It's done. All right, Seth, get ready. You're coming on right after Dan Coach Emilio and Tony's videos. Okay, I actually have an update with Dan Coach Emilio. First of all, I've been involved with Dan now for a few weeks. I'm working on my 401k. I am the holdup. I'm the guy dragging my feet. But Tony, I'm sorting through taxes. I'm sorting through extensions. I'm working with accountants. Dude, there's so much going on in my life right now. But anyway, Dan Coach Emilio is also helping me with my 401k. He's helping me roll it over. If that sounds appealing to you, growing the money you have in your 401k, simple. Reach out to Dan Coach Emilio and talk to him about that. 1-888-960-SAFE. Like Tony said earlier, visit Dan's website. It's securemoney.com. And Dan is bringing 30 years of experience to the table, folks. I mean, this guy has provided his clients with great service, phenomenal results, and honest and integrity along the way. Now, the focus of Dan's work, of course, is safety and protection, meaning Dan is committed to helping you never lose the money you have coming in. And again, as I said, he can also assist you with financial growth and different opportunities you wouldn't normally hear about. Dan can definitely fill you in on that, give you the opportunity to grow your money in a variety of ways. He can also work with you to help maximize your income, paying fewer taxes along the way. And Patty from Napa, I believe, did some business with Dan today. And I think she was working on her life insurance because I saw her make a comment. She goes, hey, I'm working with Dan Coach Emilio. And just in case Mikey and I kick the bucket together, now I know my nieces are taken care of. No, I love it, Patty. Great. I love the dark comedy. I do the same kind of stuff, but that's awesome. That's a great example of what Dan can do for you. He can help with retirement planning, life insurance. Talk to Patty from Napa about that as she's working with Dan on hers. IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollover, the Paulie Mac special, I call that. And then, of course, the guaranteed options Dan's bringing to the table. 7% on 2-year terms, paying 8% on 8% on 5-year terms, man. That's some rock and roll numbers right there. He is the phenomenal financial professional that we need in our corner. I feel so glad and so fortunate to have him on our side. If you need the advice, you need an advisor, you need somebody to help grow your money or just to prepare you for, what's coming up ahead in life. Like I said, life insurance, IRA planning, retirement planning, estate planning. Dan does all of those. So talk to Dan Coach Emilio about your financial future. Let's make it as rich and as healthy as possible. 1-888-960-SAFE, 1-888-960-SAFE, and let Dan go to work and put those 30 years of experience to work for you. You can email Dan as well. It's Dan@securemoney.com. Thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate all you do, brother.
You know what's so funny too is, Paulie, you and I need to have a straight up business meeting that has nothing to do with the show content, which is hilarious because you and I are not businessmen. So Dan Coach Emilio is going to be a focal point in that conversation. Yeah. And I look forward to learning about your meetings with Dan because I have to call Dan as well. And also, people, follow Dan on social media at NorCal Sports NW and watch him on YouTube because he is. If there's a silver lining, we like silver linings on the show and glass half full. If there is a glass half full approach and a silver lining approach to the Giants just sucking, is people, it gives a lot of content to people like Dan.
When you say sucking, by the way, you know what I always think about, Tony? Do you remember when Gary Radnich used to say stuff like, he'd be like, look at Brian Murphy sucking Will Clark. He would say stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Here comes Tom Tolbert sucking, sucking Steve Kerr or whatever. Paulie Mac, he's sucking Steve Perry, the the golden chimes of a Gary Radnich. Where are you, Gary? We all miss you, buddy. Come out of hibernation sometime. I'd love to see Gary. But anyway,
Absolutely,
sorry.
dude. Also, speaking of Tom Tolbert, you mentioned Tom Tolbert. I talked to Tom and Dan yesterday. We're going to get Tom on the show next week. We'd love to revisit his relationship with Don Nelson and also just talk Warriors coming up. Mike Krukow, he's got all tons of things to talk about. Niners football, Substation, you bet. So, and Tom's doing great. And Tom's going to have Marcus Thompson in the backyard on Friday. So if, check out Tommy in the afternoon. Yeah, nice. I think probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I think right after our show on Friday. Check out Tom in the backyard with Marcus Thompson. And dude, we love Marcus, and Marcus is going to be great with Tom. So check
Marcus
that out.
Miriam coming into with another great Gary quote. Nobody cares.
Oh, dude,
nobody cares. You know what my favorite was? It was the sound bite of Gary just going off on somebody when he goes bye bye.
Yep.
Bye bye. Dude, I was a big fan of bye bye. All right, Tony. Rock and roll. What are you ready for your?
Here we go, dude.
Okay, give it to me.
And you're gonna, as soon as you see it, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah!" So, because it's about the number 7 and the name 7 for the babies. Here we go.
Well, I don't know how original it's gonna be anymore.
Why not?
Well, I was telling Carrie about our argument, and when I told them the name, they just loved it.
So what are you saying?
They're gonna name their baby 7.
What? They're stealing the name? That's my name. I made it up.
I can't believe that they're using it.
Well, now it's not going to be original. It's going to lose all its cachet.
I don't know how much cachet it had to begin with.
Oh, it's got cachet, baby. It's got cachet of the yin-yang.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Totally. Costanza for the win, as usual.
Oh, forever, dude. For my daughter's favorite character in Seinfeld, George Costanza. Forever.
I think, you know what, dude? As great as George is, I think his dad might be even better.
Oh.
Dude, Frank Costanza, none better. Dude, none better.
I just watched this. I also love the Seinfelds, Jerry's parents too, man. My wallet's gone. My wallet's gone. in his robe, dude, in his gown, and the
black socks, dude. Black socks up to the knee. My wallet's gone. He goes, is that what you bums do around here? Like the guy who often calls the doctors bums. Yeah.
The best. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of a parenting win when my kids sit down and they turn on the TV with me and they'll pull up a Seinfeld episode. I'm like, dude, okay.
It's the greatest compliment to that whole cast and to the writing of that show. Because you're right. My kids love Seinfeld. It's like, it's universal. It's timeless. Like Seinfeld wins every generation over. And
yes.
Yeah. And it's just as good today as it ever was. Like maybe funnier now.
It's so good, man. That's why Netflix best decision they ever did was to get the rights to Seinfeld and have it without commercials. Each episode's like 22 minutes. You can fly through an episode and no commercial breaks. It's fantastic. So good job, Netflix. Just stay out of the McCovey Cove with the kayaks. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Paulie, you want to bring Seth on?
I do. So, folks, you know how we've been doing this. We have this great addition to our staff this summer. Seth, the intern, has joined us. He has been doing a lot of big work for us behind the scenes. All of the shorts that you see flooded on social media, on the Twitter page, on Insta, that's all Seth. He does all those. So he's doing a great job. And not only that, he keeps his ear and eyes on the farm systems of the Niners, on the Giants, on the Warriors. And he's been giving us these weekly reports. And Tony was gone for the first 2 Seth the intern hits. So for the first time with a fully staffed PMP show, let's bring in Seth the intern for his weekly farm system hit. Yeah, there he is.
Dude, Seth, out of the gates, what jersey? We can't see the numbers. So what jersey you got? Stand up, baby. Give us. Oh,
I've got
on
a
Gore?
21. Oh, shoot.
Nice, dude. Nice. Is that a Frank Gore?
Beautiful.
I've got
Frank
on a 21. I wish it was Gore. I need to find a Gore jersey, but I want a Gore jersey from that era. I want a Gore jersey from 2010 to 2013, because that was my guy. I used to love watching Frank Gore, but this is a primetime jersey.
Oh, dude,
this is
on.
Okay.
My stepdad got this for me.
Okay.
It's just, dude, this thing is sick. It's like one of those the throwback ones.
Yeah.
The Mitchell and Ness throwbacks.
Yeah, those are well made, dude. And it says Sanders on the back. You're just pimping. That's freaking rad. Nice work, Seth.
You can't see it, but
yeah, that's
very
right.
strong.
Out the gate, I'll tell you right now, I've got 2 little sisters running around in the background. So if you guys hear that,
No sweat. No sweat. Let him run. Let him run free, Seth. It's all good. It's a free country. We're all in this together. So, Seth, Tony has not witnessed your reports in the past. So what are you coming in with tonight? Are we going to look at the Giants? Who's coming up in the Giants system? What do you got for us?
I'd love to look at the Giants. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things, especially with that Luis Ariz trade. You and Dom already kind of talked about him. A big guy that you want to talk about is Ramon Marquez. He's in high A ball right now. His ETA is 2028. I'm not really sure about the whole ETA thing because usually they're pretty close. But at this point, when do you just say as a Giants front office, like just let him play, just let him, like get out there and get reps in the big leagues? Because moving on from Ramon Marquez here, you've got Joswar Gonzalez, Luis Hernandez, Johnny Level, and Gavin Keelan as well. I think it's Keelan. Is it Kylan? It might be.
I'm not sure.
I haven't heard his name called because that.
Hey Seth, if they make it to the bigs, we'll get their name right. How about that?
Yeah, but I mean, you've got 4 of those guys play shortstop, and it begs the question: why did we keep Adames?
Great question. Great question. You can have them, dude. I've had it with Adames, especially after today. Did you see that dog-ass throw to second base on the double play? Did you see that, Seth?
Oh my gosh.
Horrific. There's you can't excuse that on a big league baseball diamond, man. That is inexcusable.
I haven't had to witness this yet with the rise of social media and the Giants because, they've always been around 500. But this year has been the worst as a diehard Giants fan because you go on social media and you'll see in past years I've seen oh, look at this play by, this dude on the Tigers. He completely missed through this ball. It's horrible. And then I'm looking at social media and all of these error, inside the park home run error plays. It's all Giants.
I know.
We've had 4 hit off of them this year. It's are you serious?
Yeah.
3 errors in the same play. Are we really? And then Adames and Chapman are just error machines.
Paulie, but we asked the question, why didn't they get rid of Adames? I don't think anybody wants Adames in that contract. So it's they're stuck with him. We, as fans, are stuck with him. And
thanks, Buster. Thank you.
Yeah. I also wondered, too, were they keeping him in the lineup because they want to try and – does he have, incentives in his contract if he gets 30 home runs back-to-back years or something? Is because if he's hurting – play the youth.
Sit him down. He's costing the Giants wins at this point. And they need as many as they can get just to try to save face to some degree. But anyway, sorry, Seth. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's exactly. I'm glad that we sparked this conversation because you guys talk about it a lot, but it needs to be talked about more. You've got Luis Hernandez who can play third base as well. Probably get Chapman out of there, but he's granted. Joswar Gonzalez, Luis Hernandez, and Johnny Level, all of these guys are below 19. One of them 17, one of them's 18. But Joswar Gonzalez is the 15th prospect in the MLB. He's the number 15 prospect in the MLB, and he's only an A ball right now. But I'd like to see them get him in there within the next 2 years, at least for a few games, just to give him a taste, see what he can do. Because I mean, what do you have to lose at this point?
Well, and also, Seth, we were saying this is why you get down to San Jose and go check out some San Jose Giants ball. Seriously. I mean, if you want to go watch the future of the team, a lot of them are in uniform down there. And Paulie, have you ever been down there to San Jose Giants ball?
I actually haven't. No.
Dude. And by the way, you can spend the night over here, Paulie, with Dom and Liv. They'll be stoked to have Uncle Paulie at the house. But it's a really, really fun atmosphere for baseball.
What's Seth laughing at? Seth, you got Seth laughing. What? Yeah.
Joe Cool just said, I heard teams were interested in Adames, but they didn't want to take on the Gatorade baths.
Dude. I mean, there's speculation. Creative Tony speculating he might have hurt his back lifting up the Gatorade jug. I mean,
and I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing is so unfortunate, man, because he seems like a good dude. He seems like a good clubhouse guy. People enjoy his company, but I don't know. There's been a lot of moments this year where I'm like,
a lot of moments, dude. How about the night he forgot to even step on the base with the ball in his glove? He didn't even think about stepping on the base with a force out. I mean, he's had so many defensive blunders. I mean, his hitting is okay. It's nothing to, it's not game changing. He's competent, but I wish they could deal him, but like Tony said, the contract is such an albatross. Nobody wants to pick that thing up.
Dude, we got Chapman, Devers. I might just get myself a trio jersey of Chapman, Adames, and Devers just in the back. Just their 3 names, not even their numbers. Or maybe whether they're each here for at least 5 more years. Just how about the number 5? And then every year I get a different number on the jersey. But Seth, I want to go back to what you said about the Ramon Marquez deal, because he was part of the Arise deal with the Phillies. He's only 20 years old. Of course, I was super upset to see Arise go. I knew it was going to happen, but it just sucks. I do like what they got back in Marquez, and every outlet I've read sings his praises. Like Baseball America was just singing his praises, and that makes me. And he's tall, and he's 20, and he's got really good stuff from the videos I've seen. It does make me excited for the future. Do you like this guy from what you've seen about with Marquez?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, he looks great. I watched some of his clips. When we got the news that Arise was gone, and he is pretty nasty. I will say he is pretty nasty. He's tall. He could bulk up a little bit. I think he's 6'2", but he's only like 180 pounds. I'd like to see a little bit more, meat behind those pitches. Because, that always helps. Shohei's a big dude. And he's got a lot of gas on him, but you always see those outliers like Lincecum and Sasaki and Yamamoto, and there's a lot of skinny pitchers, but I feel like this guy probably needs to put on at least 10 pounds of muscle. But that'll come along. He's young, but he's in high A ball right now, which is actually a good sign for a pitcher at that age. And, it says ETA 2028, but I bet they bring him out next year.
The ETAs, man, like you said at the beginning, whatever. Let's just take it one start at a time, one season at a time. I don't know. Just giving us an ETA. Sure, I guess it's something to hope for. I saw Hunter Pence had a good quote today saying, like, let's give Buster 3 years, give him some time to kind of develop. Which I don't disagree with, but it has been tough.
What it is, then come out and call it. Like, be honest with the fan base and say we got to start a rebuild. We got to bring this thing up from the ground up. And Larry Baer will not say that. Buster Posey will not say that. They think that us as a fan base will all run away, and I think it's the exact opposite. I think the fan base would appreciate that kind of honesty. But let's say we got to rebuild this whole thing.
Totally, and loyal fan base too, dude. Like we've said, the Giants are so fortunate to have the fan base that they do. And the last thing you want to do is take that for granted and kind of, I don't know, just assume that they can kind of pull the wool over or pull the rug over. Like, come on, we know what's going on and we can see it. They're was it 21 games under 500?
21 games under, Tony. Count them up. 20. It's another Frank Gore tribute. That's why Seth wore the 21 shirt. 21 games under. Yeah.
I was trying not to think about that, but now that you say it, it's just. But you guys are getting me worked up right now because as a diehard, it's like, I mean, you want to see the team succeed. You'd think that the Giants would have learned from what happened with the 49ers a few years back, where they were just horrible. But you stay faithful. I mean, the Giants don't have like a bandwagon fan base. No. The Bay Area isn't going to drop off once the A's aren't here anymore. They're sure as heck not going to root for the Dodgers. So, what's the holdup here?
Right.
It's clear that we need a change.
Yes. Seth, we've talked about side piece teams now that because the Giants literally have been out of it since before the All-Star break.
You got to have a side piece team in a year like this. Yeah.
Seth, my side piece team is the Milwaukee Brewers. I think Paulie's is the Boston Red Sox. Who's your side piece team for the rest of the way for MLB?
All right. This is all
right.
My side piece team is actually not even that great, but they're really fun to watch. The Pirates. The Pirates are just like so fun to watch. They're kind of moneyballing it a little bit with their piece together little team here. Skeens is always a fun guy to watch on the mound. I mean, he's always just he's all business though. He's all business. There's not a shred of emotion there, which is fun to watch. Really, it's like a machine. But it's fun. I love that.
Hey, Seth, we're going to let you go tonight because we got a bunch of stuff we got to take care of. But before we let you go, I want you to know that Patty from Napa is already asking like extremely personal questions. She's like, forget about side piece baseball. Who's Seth's real side piece in real life? The answer to that question, Patty, I'm going to say can be answered on Friday. Because, Seth, we'll see you at the game Friday, right?
Yeah, I see a Man City in the comments here. Nah, we got to go Blues. Go Blues. We're up in the Chells.
Look at my guy. Okay. Look
nice, dude.
Hey,
nice.
The intern with another farm system report. We appreciate you, kid, and we will be looking forward to buying you a beer on Friday, man.
All right. See you guys later.
Hell yeah. See you, Seth.
Seth,
I love it.
I mean, the kid's doing great work, man. He's doing the Lord's work. He's making our show better. It's so funny, dude. When you were out, I had Rod Brooks as a co-host one night, and I was like, I don't know, I just said something. Yeah, tonight we're going to check in with Seth, the intern, and Brooksy's like, wait a minute, man. He goes, you got an intern? And I'm like, yeah, you should have one too. And I got to tell you the truth, man. This kid is doing a lot of work behind the scenes. We're working him hard, but he's answering the bell. I mean, Tony, I got zero complaints with Seth the intern. Zero,
dude. And he's great. He's doing all kinds of production work behind the scenes, and I can't not be thankful enough. So, Seth, dude, tip of the cap, man. And by the way, Andrew Markoulis in chat says, Seth, have you been to a Dead show? Just flat out wants to know if Seth has been to a Dead show. If not, we got to get him to some sort of a hippie scene.
Come see Paulie Mac and friends. I'll give you all the Grateful Dead you can freaking handle, dude. We do an entire second. You know, we just added to the set. We got to practice it this weekend. We got to practice. We're adding throwing stones to our set.
Ooh.
And Tony, have you ever tried to play that?
No.
Yeah, there's like 47 different chords going on.
Yeah.
And that's a Bob Weir special. I'm going to do a key change, y'all, right here. I mean, we got key changes, chords coming out the yin yang. But anyway, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to try to play Throwing Stones at the next gig. Yeah.
If I had to rank a top three, that's top three Weir songs for me. Throwing Stones. Picture a bright blue ball just spinning free, Paulie. That is like, that is fantastic.
Down here, we can't forget. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Totally.
So this is for the Winters Tavern gig on August 23rd at 3 p.m.
That's correct.
Okay, sweet.
That's
sweet.
correct.
So
I mean, if it's not ready to play, we're not going to play it, but we're going to try to. We're going to work it up this weekend, hopefully. Yeah.
Give it a shot, man. Between the PMP, Paulie Mac and Friends crowd and the Giants crowd, you got a very loyal fan base. I think they'll take the risk with you, Paulie, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, totally. And by the way, you know what else people are speculating? Hey, I don't know if Paulie Mac can legally buy Seth the intern a beer. First of all, that's not going to stop me, folks. That's just a challenge. That's now it's like I'll make sure Seth gets a beer. But on top of that, if they card him and they reject him, we can buy him Longbridge Pizza instead, Tony. Shout out Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street. Our great friends Neil Donardi. In fact, Neil already checked in with me and he goes, dude, I'll see you at your gig on the 23rd. Neil is the freaking greatest. Dude, by the way, you know what else happened at the last gig, Tony? First of all, Neil Donardi came rolling up with the pizza wagon, fed the entire bar, and there was another like 10-pound box of C's candy circulating. Dude, C's candy was back. It was back.
C's candy was back.
Dude, triple level. You got like the top level. You work through that. There's a middle level. It's like milk chocolate on top, and then dark chocolate on the bottom. But anyway, I thought you'd appreciate that. We had another 10-pound box of C's candy at the gig.
And I ended up taking the rest of that C's candy home with me, and I was like, "This is not good, man." Because I don't know.
You ain't gonna like that. Yeah.
Zero self-control when it comes to chocolate, and especially C's chocolates, dude. Get out of here, man.
Well, you know what? Markoulis' question to me, 10 pounds. I mean, honestly, Andrew, it was at least 6-7 pounds.
It's a huge cardboard box. Like it's. I mean, he walked in with it the first time. I'm like, is that all full of C's candy?
Yeah.
The guy's like, I've worked there for like 30 years, man. I thought I'd bring something for you guys. I was like, that is incredible, man. It's
a great crowd they have down there at Brisbane. Anyway, Neil Donardi was there. He'll be at Winters Tavern on the 23rd. So come on out and hang with Neil Donardi. He loves his Grateful Dead music as well. And when you're at Longbridge, man, you will be anointed into joining the Vibe Tribe. Now, tonight would have been a great way to have the pregame meal for the Valkyrie game. That you could even hit it after the game as well. A little post game, a little night pizza down on 3rd Street. And again, the selection of pizzas, we've talked about them, the Joey, the Nico, the Sophia, the Polymac Particle, the Hot and Honey, the Loading Dock for Miriam. I know that's her favorite. So many great choices. All right, Tony, give me the food porn. What are we talking about here? The tomatoes today?
Paulie, this, excuse me. This is the Jerry pie. Okay,
Nice.
They did this always around Jerry's birthday and the day of Jerry's passing. The Jerry pie is back. It's limited time, and it's got these sun gold tomatoes on top of it, man. So the Jerry pie is back for a limited time. Look at those freaking tomatoes, man. And he gets them locally. I don't know exactly where, but I know they're local. And then they put pesto on it as well. And they got some fresh mozzarella and Parmesan. It is freaking outstanding. So just wanted to give some pizza porn here for the Jerry pie that is there for a limited time, Paulie.
No question. Stop by Longbridge on Wednesdays. Enjoy their specialty sandwiches. The Vinny's Gabagool, the chicken parmesan, the Drunken Cluck is another great one. They also have their version of the smash burgers that they do. That's on Tuesday, right? The burgers are Tuesday, Tony, at Longbridge? Yeah.
Smash burgers Tuesday, and the chopped cheese as well. The chopped cheese and smash burgers on Tuesday. And then you've got the Vinny's Gabagool and the chicken parm and the Drunk Cluck and the meatball sandwich all on Wednesdays. And then you got the Detroit style squares on Thursdays. And then Friday, I'm going to go to Longbridge Pizza. Before we go to Standard Deviant, I'm going to have a beer and I'm going to have a I'm going to have a pizza pie, sourdough crust. And don't forget, when I was talking about Longbridge Pizza to people on the East Coast, I was saying, this is great pizza, but it's not sourdough crust. You got to come out west.
It's not. Yeah.
You got to come out west to San Francisco and go to Longbridge Pizza and get the sourdough crust, which is Neil Donardi. Such a great call. Him and Andrew. By the way, you've never seen Andrew in action working the pizza oven, dude. I've seen that guy slinging pies. And by the way, Neil Donardi and Longbridge Pizza will be slinging pies at the Pizza, Bagel, and Beer Festival this Saturday in Washington Square Park. Megan and I and the kids. By the way, Megan and the kids are coming to the Giants game Friday night, so that's cool.
Awesome.
Everybody can meet Megan, Dom, and Liv. And then we're going to the Pizza, Bagel, and Beer Fest on Saturday, which is going to be a lot of fun. Neil's going to be slinging pies.
While you're eating pizza and drinking beer in Washington Square Park on Saturday, just know that we'll be up here in San Rafael working on throwing stones simultaneously. Yes. True story. Because I wanted to go to Pizza Fest, but I can't because we got band practice. Okay, Tony, we have our winner of tonight's 49er ticket giveaway. If you want to show the visual, it's pretty freaking awesome. Dom, send it to your phone. Check your phone. If you want to put that up on the screen, it's pretty badass. And a reminder, in about 15 minutes, we're going to give away our final. What do you just the image?
I'm trying to see how I can get this to.
It's freaking amazing. Thank you,
Dom. Can you email that to me? Can you email that to me really quickly? If you can email that to me, that'd be great. Email it to Paulie's Pod. Yeah, email it to Paulie's Pod. Oh, he said he did email it, so stand by.
Okay, thank you, Dom. Dom does it all, man. Dom does it freaking all.
Paulie, we are so freaking lucky.
I know. Tell me how far you are from getting that thing up, because I'll go in a different direction if you have it ready.
No, I've got it. So here we go.
So we are getting ready to announce the winner of the 49er ticket for tomorrow night to be. Tell everybody what they're looking at here. T, go ahead.
He says, "Congrats, Miriam. Miriam is the winner, and that is Dante Whitner in Morocco with his clothing that he purchases in Morocco. Look at our guy.
I'm going to go ahead and say it looks as if he's wearing like the male version of a skirt of some kind. Am I right about that? It looks like, yeah. You know what, dude? I was telling my wife recently, if there wasn't such a stigma attached to it, I'd be wearing a skirt every day. Every freaking day, just free flowing, dude. It must be the most comfortable way to go through life, wearing a freaking skirt instead of pants. You know what I mean? Especially Shannon Kaler pants that are like painted on, these skinny jeans things that these kids are wearing now. Dude, Dante's got the right idea. Free and easy, dude. Nice and
Paulie,
easy.
It's like Kramer and Seinfeld with the thin pair of gabardines. He's like, I'm out there and loving every minute of it because it was just a thin pair of gabardines. He was going commando. I went commando under a long skirt for Fish New Year's Eve, 1999 to 2000, and it was an incredible experience, Paulie.
Well, and again, thank God for the P&P familiar. This is why I love Noemi. She goes, Paulie, there's no stigma. Throw a skirt on. No, you want it, you got it. Go ahead and do that. Especially like a tie-dye skirt. That would be perfect for me, dude. Tie-dye skirt, tie-dye tank top, and just get me to the nearest show. I'll be a happy camper. All right, Creative Tony, in the final minutes of the show tonight, I'm going to give you options. We got options.
Oh, I like options. Oh, yes. Go ahead. I got you.
No. It's all good in the hood, man. Do you want to play right or wrong? Because I have a right or wrong prepared. We don't have to do it tonight. We can boot it to tomorrow.
But what's your other option? What are other options?
Well, the other option is we just get ready to give the Niner tickets away with some trivia. And actually, no, for the Giant tickets, we're going to bring Dom back on the air and we're going to spin the wheel, and we can actually do the Peralta art spot with Dom on the show, which I think would be a good idea. And thank you again, Seth the intern. Good hit tonight, brother.
Great hit tonight, Paulie. We can do right or wrong real quick, and then and then we have the biscuit lady too, and then we have to congratulate the state of Indiana for getting the Chicago Bears. That's all.
I can't tell you how much I hate that. Like the Chicago Bears belong. Do I need to remind
Chicago?
So monsters of the freaking Midway, folks. They belong in Chicago. The people of Chicago must be furious. I know they border and the states are close and all that stuff.
It's 19 miles away from the current stadium. I looked it up. That's no excuse.
State, though. Different
state. And part of the deal is Indiana wants naming. They want to name it. They want to put Indiana in the name. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, it's got to stop. I mean, the Chicago Bears, one of the most storied franchises in pro football. You can't. I'm not comfortable with that. The Indiana Bears. I'm sorry. It's not. That does not sit well.
Right. No, agreed, Paulie. And also, what I want to talk about tomorrow is Christmas 2026. Maybe we'll do a Tony's Top 3 tomorrow, and I want to ask you about Christmas 2026, what you're going to be choosing to do, because the slate of games between NFL and NBA, because the NBA schedule just came out, Christmas 2026. Forget any family hang time if you want to watch sports, dude. I mean, it is.
Right. And I think the Warriors are like the nightcap. I think they're the last game on the schedule. I think it's Nuggets at Warriors for the final NBA game of the night. But you're right. If you want to, you can sit on your fat A and watch sports from like 10 a.m. to essentially 10 p.m. So we're talking 12 hours of wall-to-wall football and basketball if you choose.
If you choose. And by the way, I choose to wear elastic waistband pants on Christmas and Thanksgiving.
A skirt might be appropriate on Thanksgiving. An expandable waistband on a skirt. Why not? Take the next step.
The skirt I wore, Paulie, was down to my ankles, and it was one of those corduroy patch skirts that you can buy in the lot at Fish and Dead shows and stuff. And
I'm envious, dude. I'm envious. I should have done that. Yeah,
Paulie, and I am not, not ashamed to admit this. The few times that I twirled to some jams during the show,
yeah.
But you would get the waft of air up the skirt, and it felt so good.
I want to go up the skirt, dude. I want the air up the skirt. And by the way, Rags, I got to tell you, my buddy Rags from New Jersey. Rags, if you're new to the show, I grew up with this guy Rags in New Jersey. We went to high school together. Rags, remember that guy from our school, Mick Ryan? Tony, we had this kid, Mick. Swear to God, his name was Mick Ryan. Yeah. And this kid was a couple of years younger than us. He was a hippie, and I kind of lost touch with him for years. Last time I saw him, Rags, was RFK. I think it was Grateful Dead RFK 1994. He was wearing a skirt. Last time I saw Mick Ryan, he had a skirt on. True story. Yeah. I was envious. I was like, dude, nice skirt. Yeah.
Paulie, we're going to do it sometime. Both of us. We can do a skirt show. We'll do a show in skirts.
Done. It's done. We'll do a skirt show, dude. A little, we'll have a skirt off. Yeah.
A skirt off. Maybe our final show of 2026 we can do before we take some time off at the end of the year, towards New Year's Eve, we can do a skirt show. But Paulie, stand by, because
right or wrong.
Let's do a quick right or wrong.
Right or wrong.
There you go.
And Dom, start swinging the bat. You're coming on right after this. Okay, Tony, right or wrong, no frills, right up the middle. Here's how we're going to do it today.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, your San Francisco 49ers, even though they play in Santa Clara, we're still calling them San Francisco. San Francisco 49ers, as we well know, we talked about it tonight ad nauseum. They will begin their season with a road game in Australia, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. We don't know if Nick Bosa is going to play. We don't know if Puka Nacua is going to play. We're going to have to tune in and see. But in the grand scheme of things, Tony, the travel, the miles that both teams will have to log in order to play this game will not have a negative effect on the 49ers performance, Tony. Right or wrong?
Ooh, Paulie, right or wrong?
Right or wrong?
I'm especially asking you if this trip is going to affect their performance on the field.
I think it'll affect both teams' performances, but I think the Niners are going out there a week early. Like, they're going out there to get acclimated to the time. I read that the Rams are not doing the same thing. I think they're going a day before. So I would think the Niners have the edge in that regard, and especially if Puka gets suspended and Kittle and Bosa can heal up and play, then we're looking good in Australia. And I keep reading that Brock Purdy is having a hell of a camp, dude, and he's looking really good. They got to shore up the O-line and figure out if it's going to be Connor Colby or Robert Jones on the line. Trent Williams is there. They got Jake Brendel. So it's just there's a competition going on between Connor Colby and Robert Jones. We'll see what happens there. And I just protect Purdy. That's all. Just protect your freaking $50 million quarterback, please, because the guy's having a great camp.
No, and you're right, Tony. I've heard Brock Purdy's been especially on point this camp, too. So that's very encouraging. All right, number 2, we're going to stay with the 49ers, Tony. Yeah. It's prediction time. It's prediction time on PMP. Your San Francisco 49ers, by the time this season ends, they will win 11 games or more, right or wrong?
Right, Paulie, right.
Right or wrong?
Right.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I like it. I think the Niners, we again, this all stems on the health of the team.
It does.
And the substation blues. And I do think like Seattle being the beast in the my Seattle Seahawks being the beast of the NFC West, losing Kenneth Walker is a huge loss for them. I really do feel it.
Again? I know you're a Rams guy and you're a Seahawk guy. Who's my squad?
The Chiefs. You're a Chiefs guy.
Oh, huge Chiefs guy. Oh, I can't wait for Chiefs ball, dude. Arrowhead for life.
Okay, let us play the game.
Oh, one more time.
Let us play the game.
There you go.
I can't.
You get ready for it. It's coming.
I know.
It's coming.
It's coming fast and hard. Yeah. I don't need it at all, dude. But go ahead.
I would say it's a good thing you did the number 11. I think Vegas has I think the over under is 11 wins, maybe 11 and a half. I'll have to double check that. But I would say 12 or 13 wins for the Niners.
I hope you're right, dude. That would be fantastic. I mean, they're going to need to win that many games to compete with the Rams and the Seahawks. The NFC West, dude, probably going to be the toughest division in football this year. No joke. No joke.
The Rams, talk about a team that's relying heavily on the health, dude. If something happens to Stafford, their season is, I don't see, they're relying a lot on an older QB and Stafford. And I like Stafford, don't get me wrong. And, we make fun of Sean McVay, but he's a hell of a coach. So we can see, but I do think the Rams, I don't know, they're on the down, a little bit on the downside for me is how I see it. And same with the Seahawks a little bit. To expect Darnold to do that again this year, I don't know. I think so. So I think it's Purdy's time. Yeah, I think it's Purdy's time.
I hope you're right, dude. Purdy deserves his shot. He's already had one, but he deserves another one. Okay, final question, or right or wrong. Then we'll go to Don Peralta, final giant ticket giveaway of the night.
Nice.
Okay, Tony, we want to thank our great friend and partner, Tom Stack, for his hit on the show yesterday. Talked about the Siesta Valley Bowl. It's a new amphitheater in Orinda where you're going to have a lot of different musical events happening throughout the summer. Now, the Bay Area has, Tony, what I would consider to be among, if not the greatest venues in the entire country. And I've been around. I've been at shows in a lot of different cities, and I think we can hold our own against any city out there. Now, in my mind, the Warfield on Market Street is still the best place to see live music in San Francisco. Tony, right or wrong?
I just slap you for that just because we haven't done the slap in a long time. And
right or wrong?
Right, Paulie. I would argue that the best seat in San Francisco is Lower Lodge at the Warfield. Not on the floor. Lower Lodge, Warfield. If you know, you know. I love the Warfield. I miss the Warfield because the Fox in Oakland, the Fox is a great theater.
It is,
but it took away a lot of.
It's bigger than the Warfield. It doesn't have like the intimacy of the Warfield, but it is a great room. I love that room too.
Correct, and I feel like a lot of the bands that used to book the Warfield now book the Fox instead. And so it kind of bums me out. But I still love the Warfield. Whenever I see a show listed there, I'm like, oh, I got to get there. You and
I have put in some time at the Warfield, dude. You and I have seen a hell of a lot of shows at the Warfield over the years.
Dude, the show that I ended up in my boxers because I was enjoying myself. It was Dave Matthews Band in 1993.
Boxers, why? Because it was hot?
Because it was so hot. I was in the I was in the seats high up at the Warfield, and it was so hot, and we were all, let's just say we were all enjoying ourselves, if you know what I mean. And we just kept, my buddies and I just kept taking stuff out because it was so hot. But it was at the Warfield, and it was Dave Matthews Band and Big Ed Todd of the Monsters, 93 or 94. I think it was 94. And that's when I was like, this is the best seat in San Francisco. And then seeing, Phil and Friends at the Warfield. I saw some great String Cheese Incident shows, and Bob Weir sitting in with String Cheese Incident show at the shows at the Warfield. That place, second to none, dude. And then I will say outdoor venues. We also have great outdoor venues, Paulie. I'm going to one on Saturday, the Frost. But then you got the Greek Theater, dude. Tom Stack is at the Greek Theater as we speak. seeing Tedeschi trucks as we speak right now.
I'm bummed I'm missing that show too. It's hard to go against the Greek, dude. Peak at the Greek, freak at the Greek. You know all the slogans, dude. I love the Greek.
Hey, I'm recruiting you, dude. Tuesday, September 15th. It's a Tuesday night, but I think I'm gonna drag you with me to Sturgill Simpson at the Greek.
I'd see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and his new album. His new album. I want to make America blank again. Right.
I want to know how serious you were, because you were running your mouth, dude, about a month ago. You're like, oh, we're doing this and we're doing that. We're gonna go down and see Pearl Jam and freaking San Diego or whatever. How much of a I'm on board. I'm on board. You tell me when.
The Pearl Jam may not have. See. Well, because we got the dates of the fall festival for our school, for the kids' school, and the dates for the fall festival have now landed on the same weekend as Pearl Jam down in San Clemente.
What are we talking fall festival? What does that involve?
It's a fall festival where myself and my buddy Andrew Sullivan and Captain Leisure, who we've seen on the chat many times, we run the Tiger Lounge, and we pour cocktails for three nights, Friday, Saturday.
You can pour cocktails with those guys any night. You don't get Pearl Jam every night. I'm just saying, they measure the scales now. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's a fundraiser for the school. I got to attend the school, and Neil Denardi's going to be there slinging pies. So it's
listen, I don't. If I have to, I'll go down there with Winks. You know what I mean? I'll go get Pearl Jam any way I need to.
You should definitely represent for me. And also, I'm hearing rumors of Pearl Jam European Tour 2027.
And have you heard the rumor about who their new drummer is?
Well, I heard what's his name? Stephen Perkins.
I heard that too. I don't know if that's true. The latest thing I've heard, and I'm shocked. I really am surprised by this. Are you ready? Hold on to something. From the sources I'm hearing, the new guy, they haven't named him officially yet, but when they do, and I think the gig we're talking about might be his first official gig with the band. I'm hearing it's going to be Paul McCartney's drummer.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Totally out of left field. He's like a serviceable, professional, straight ahead kind of drummer. But I would prefer Stephen Perkins. Get some of those jungle rhythms going. Yeah.
Me too, man. Me too. Nothing against McCartney's drummer, but yeah, I was pumped when I heard Perkins. So, I mean, whoever it is, they got big shoes to fill. Let's just put it that way, because Matt Cameron was a beast for so long, man, and I'm gonna miss Matt Cameron on the drums. But Pearl Jam's music, I love that they're still gigging and they're still putting out new music. And I just see Andrew on the chat says, Andrew Markoulis of Longbridge Pizza, Tony, you can't swing LA. You're not swinging Europe.
Yo, Markoulis, 100%, bro. Just snuff that out right now. Yeah, Europe. What's this kid talking about Europe? You know who's talking Europe and backs it up? Sons of Johnny Lee. He's probably
totally
right now. He'll do the whole tour. All right, let's bring in Don Peralta for the final moments of the show tonight. We have our final pair of Giants tickets to give away. We'd like to share them with somebody in the PNP Familia. And we are going to have Dom join us if possible. And we'll do a Peralta art spot in the meantime. I'll give you some particulars, Tony, while you're getting...
Paulie, let me know when you want to taste the biscuit, because we have to taste the biscuit as well. And then we're going to wrap the show.
Now. Let's taste it.
Yeah.
Let's eat it. Yeah.
Right. That's what I said. Let's taste the biscuit. And then because we had two supers, it was Robot Centaur, Fareed, and Patty both asking for the biscuit.
Okay.
So let me get this loaded up here. It's worth the wait. That's for damn sure.
I need to hit her too. I haven't seen the. Yeah, give me this.
Here we go. I'm gonna forward it to the actual jam.
Sure.
This is like a little video they make, but like when they get into it looks like a Ross dress for less. There we go.
I need the performance. Yeah.
Here we go. Volume up.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Come on.
Look at my guy on keys.
Honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Hell no.
Come on.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Yeah, all day.
Taste the butter spread.
The butter spread.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread.
Come on.
Yeah.
Get your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Because when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity.
Oh.
Just give me a 5-piece meal. Oh, what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me.
Yeah.
You know I'll take coleslaw on the side.
Coleslaw.
I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges.
Yeah, you know what?
Jam.
Get it. Oh, goodness gracious.
Hold on. I got to get that one more time.
Kind of
Here we go.
YYD tribute, yeah. Hell
Taste
yeah.
the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Oh, the best.
Yeah, no, they got their own thing going right there. Hope all y'all enjoyed that. That was for everybody. And yes, it is awkward, Karen Bell. It's extremely awkward. That's where the comedy is. Okay, Dom Peralta, get your ass in here. Get him up here on the freaking show. Yeah, Big D, what's that? Oh, with the Christmas lights. Looks good. I like the vibe in your studio tonight.
I mean, I had to throw that on with Taste the Biscuit on, so that was
nice. Shout out to the bronze skin of a Dom Peralta, dude. Nice tan that you got up in the mountains. You're looking good.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, let's do this. I want to give Peralta Art some love while we have Dom. I'll give you some kind of rough information. I'm going to let Dom kind of pick up the baton here. But Peralta Arts and Company, you guys know the deal. Dom's operation where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. Now, Tony, you and Dom should take it from here because he's updated the artwork for your Horseshoe Festival. And let's kind of show it off and see what we have here.
Boom, yeah, Tony, look at that.
Got it ready for you, buddy.
No, dude, it's so good. So I told Dom, I said, we just want to use the Bill Murray "We Want You" from Stripes, and he took it and ran with it. And we're trying to get hats and shirts now made because the guys who I run the tournament with are like, dude, this logo and this artwork is so killer. Yeah. We originally were going to do posters. Now we're thinking hats and t-shirts too. So Dom, another freaking home run with Peralta Arts, dude.
Thank you, buddy. I mean, this was easy. You guys kind of teed it up for me. The imagery of our guy is so freaking awesome. Like Bill is the best. He's got an easy face to just go in there and trace and redraw. Half Moon Bay is our home. So it was a win-win. All the ideas kind of came together super easy. So, I mean, you had it teed up for me, bud. So,
oh, dude, well, thank you. The boys, everybody at the Horseshoe crew is very excited. And by the way, Neil Donardi is going to be making pizzas at the Horseshoe tournament as well. I invited Andrew Markoulis to represent Longbridge Pizza as well. He's going to try and get down. It gets tough with Andrew's got the young kids too, so we'll see what happens. But
hey, Dom, you know what we're going to do? We're going to steal Neil Donardi. We're going to steal him, and we're going to hijack the pizza wagon, and we're going to have Neil come to Pearl Jam with us, and forget about Tony's fall festival. He's on his own. You know what I mean? He can make his own English muffin pizzas if he needs to. We're going to take Donardi to the Pearl Jam gig. That's
pizza wagon down Highway 5. Yeah,
dude, right down 101. Pizza wagon right down 101. I'll do another show from the car like I did when I went to go see Rush down there.
Oh, dude, we'll rig it up. I love that idea.
Yeah.
So fun, dude. And by the way, Andrew Markoulis on the chat says he's going to drop his kids off with Robot Centaur, with the Centaur 4 kids.
Yeah. God bless the Centaurs. God bless the Basicchios. We got new baby Stevie B's out there. What a cutie she is, too. The newest addition of the Basicchio family. But Dom Peralta, thank you for all your work with Stellar Design. Email Dom. It's Dominic@stellar.design if you would like to hire Dom like Tony did for the Horseshoe tournament, or as the great Scarlet Fire did for her family reunion. There's no shortage of ideas from Dom. So put them to use. 650-796-3144. Dom, we thank you for all you do, man. You make this show sing. You really do. The poster is in place for Friday. Now, this is it. It's a big moment on the show. The final pair of tickets to be given away. And I'm going to kind of let you take it from here because if you want to spin the wheel, do the confetti, go nuts.
Sure. Yeah, Paulie. And before we do that, so we have, let's see, a couple hours left to still purchase tickets. So if anyone wants to join, I looked, there's about 15 tickets left in the section total before it's completely sold out. And then that's including the around 50 to 60 people that are going to be joining the party from PMP.
Okay.
So click on the QR code, grab some tickets before midnight tonight. That ends tonight. So
rock and roll. Awesome, Dom. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And then Paulie, last one. So if you do join us at Standard Deviant tomorrow. I'm in the middle of making a few special shirts for Friday. So we'll have about a dozen of these or so ready in all the sizes. So come on down. We'll have them before the game. So
that is killer, Tom. Really, really nice. I like that a lot. I like the whole color scheme. I like the tie-dye flavor. That's badass, man.
Cool. Yep. Yeah, coming up. And a few of them will be different. So a couple of them are going to be orange tie-dyed, a few just bleached out. So just kind
freaking amazing. Amazing, Tom. All right, Tony, set it up, buddy. We got one final pair, and do your thing.
Well, Dom's got the wheel, so we're gonna spin the wheel again. So, Dom, if you want to pull up the wheel,
I love this freaking wheel.
Me too. We're gonna get more confetti, Paulie. More, who doesn't want more confetti in their life?
Totally.
You know what I mean? As long as you clean it up afterwards, right? Digital confetti is probably the best because you don't have to deal with the mess.
Sure.
But, Dom, take it away. We got one last pair of tickets here for our giveaway, and also, Paulie and I and Dom are going to come up with a basically a message to put on the scoreboard for in between the mid inning, and probably something towards Kruko, as Paulie was saying. So figure that out as well.
Yeah, that should be awesome. Okay, and last call. Anyone in the chat wants to get your name on there, add it now. Otherwise, we are spinning it in 30 seconds or so.
Nice.
Paulie, one last message too. So when we go down to Standard Deviant, I think so we'll have the little merch stand set up, and then the whole group of us will head over to the game. So if anyone is going to the game, come join us down at Standard Deviant. They're awesome. If you haven't been there, we can check in on the mini spheres as well. So it'll be a fun time.
Oh yeah, the mini spheres that haven't even broken ground yet, but we can talk about it. Yeah.
And dude, get your Stud Light drink on. Get your Hop on Muni. They've got all kinds of really good beers. Their Comet Pale Ale, and hopefully Mark DeVito will be there, and the rest of the gang from Standard Deviant. Lots of fun. By the way,
just walk right up to Mark DeVito and go, "Yo, man, give me a Stud Nuts Light ASAP."
Dude.
Stud Nuts Light. We're all around. Yeah.
Also, they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary at the end of July. So. Congrats, and we'll talk to them. We'll talk about them again on Friday for the musical assignment. But 10 years going for Standard Deviant.
All right, guys, ready to roll? Here we go.
Yeah.
Way to spin, man. Look at this.
Come
round
on.
and round she goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Big Al, dude.
Big Al,
Big Al. Yeah, with the confetti shower. God bless. But you know what, Big Al? That is entirely appropriate in the PNP Familia. I don't think Big Al's won anything yet, so that's fantastic. Big Al, I hope you can make it because I would love to hang out with you, dude. You're a great supporter of the show. Congratulations. Now, Dom, tell Big Al what he needs to do to claim the tickets, just in case there's any questions about that.
Yeah, Big Al, we have contacts, so we can connect. I'll make sure the tickets get transferred over to you, and then we'll do the ticket. It'll show up in your ballpark app like everybody else's tickets. And just a PSA announcement to anyone that's going. If you do have an issue with your tickets, just message us, pauliespot@gmail.com, or you may already have my number. Just shoot me a text. I can help you get connected to Noah to make sure that your tickets are ready for Friday. But Big Al, we'll connect after the show.
Yeah, and as Jake with the Hum Daddy says, beautifully so, he goes, "Welcome to the winner's circle, Alejandro Largo." Dude, fantastic. Good call, Jake, and congratulations to Big Al. I look forward to shaking your hand, brother. You've been a great supporter. And speaking of great supporters of the show, you know what came across the PMP news desk last night? Not the sports desk, the PMP news desk. It's an entirely different operation. We got word that Miguel is going to make the trip down to the game from freaking Oregon, folks. I got to tell you, that is so humbling. And Miguel, I don't know if you're on the board right now, but I was really happy to hear that. So, and I told these guys, I'll tell Tony and Dom all the time, I'll say it in front of everybody. Again, Tony, prove me wrong when I say we have the best audience in the Bay. I mean, we've got guys traveling from out of state. It's really impressive, you guys. And we're going to do everything we can to. There it is, Miguel. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Can't wait to see you. That's great that you're making the trip. Safe travels. And like Dom was saying, if you get in early enough, we're going to meet up at Standard Deviant starting around 5 p.m., have a couple of Stud Nut Lights, and then we'll work our way over to the game. Thank you, Big D. I think that's all that we have tonight, Tony. So, yeah, final words. Go ahead.
Real quick, we have Apex Sports Network is a super from earlier in the show, and Apex Sports Network says, "Hey, Paulie and Tony, can I come on the show?" Hey, send us an email, pauliespot@gmail.com. We'll work something out, Apex. We want to talk sports.
Apex, throw a skirt on and photograph yourself wearing a skirt. I'll put you on the show tomorrow, ASAP. Join us for our skirt show. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Boom, boom. And then also Scarlet Fire, a new member for 14 months. Thank you, Bonnie, for the support. And she says, how do we know you're not wearing skirts right now?
I tell you that you would know. Scarlet Fire, if I was wearing a skirt, I would be showing it off. Trust me.
Yeah.
But,
same. Same. But you know what? Maybe the next, maybe a Goose on Saturday. If I see skirts in the lot, Paulie, maybe I'll grab a couple for us.
I'm an XL, T. I'm an XL. I got long legs. Get me an XL. I want to make sure I'm covered. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
Wear it for the frolic. It's perfect for the frolic.
It's perfect for the frolic, dude. Maybe DeVito. Maybe we'll get one for Mark DeVito as well.
Yeah, I could see him skirting up. I could see DeVito skirting up without any hesitation. Yeah.
100%. And the final super for the night, our guy, Stevie Groschel. Thank you for the super, Stevie says, get the tap dancing girl that we showed on Instagram. Get her to dance to the Biscuit song and worlds will officially collide.
You know what? When you were gone, Tony, I found another one of her tracks. I forget what it was. Was it Ozzy? What was it? No, it was Metallica. It was freaking Metallica. I had her tap dancing, dude, to Master of Puppets. Flam, flam, flam. She was tapping her ass off, dude. It was amazing. It was freaking amazing.
She's incredible, man. And I promise you, maybe I'll message her. I'm going to write a note here. I'll message her and I'll say, can I send you a video to the Biscuit Lady and can you tap to this, please?
And ask her if she'll come on the show. I want to talk to her. I'm dying to interview that girl. I really am.
That's a great call.
Pine Needle sent us her contact. He found it, so he shared it over.
I'll take over the whole operation. I need the tap dancing girl. Just give me the digits. I'll reach out. I want to make that happen.
Guys, we have one last. So building off that, we have one last surprise image from Rags, building off the Taste the Biscuit. So he sent this from his Airbnb that I think he's at, and I said, "Damn, they knew you were coming."
100%. Hey, man, listen, from one octopus to another, you can get the whole technical idea, the entire the form that Rags has talked about over the year. He didn't invent it. That's his own technique. That was a Rags original, the octopus. And he said when he rented this house on the shore, that thing was on the couch waiting for him. The universe was talking to you, my brother. That's all, Rags. How come your octopus, man?
Oh, God, so good.
Rags should do a lot with the tentacles. I'm telling you right now.
So good. Boys, that's all I can see that. Dude, I love it. Hey, Dom, thank you so much for the help, brother. Thank you for bringing the wheel to the show. And Paulie,
Dom after dark, dude, with the dim lights. I'm a fan of the whole vibe you got going down there, Dom. I like that. Yeah,
that's the studio, buddy. Yeah,
that's right, dude. Bring that to Standard Deviant on Friday. Maybe get some lights going in there, dude. That'd be a sweet scene.
Oh, dude, final word of the night. Final word of the night goes to Ian Weiland, and I'll just leave this one with you. He goes, Rags is the Eddie Van Halen of baiting. That's all. That's all. We're just going to drop the mic on that. You're not wrong. He's either the Eddie Van Halen or the Randy Rhoads. He's one of the all-timers.
Could be Randy Rhoads.
All right, Tony, take us home, brother. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Business hours are over.
Oh,
God.
All right,
AP, I just want to thank everybody watching on Instagram Live as well. I just went over there. There's a bunch of people over there watching on Instagram Live. Thank you so much for checking us out. And again, reminder to everybody, go to YouTube at Polymax Particles and like and subscribe while you're there. Comment on the videos. Give us some love if you could. We all need it. We need to nudge the algorithm. Also, Paulie, happy 77th birthday to Mark Knopfler. Happy 55th birthday to Pete Sampras, and happy 63rd birthday to Sir Mix-a-Lot, Paulie. There we go.
Hey, dude, I like big butts, and I cannot lie. All right, you guys, great show, great time. Thanks for being with us. We'll do it again tomorrow at high noon. Everybody have a nice night, and I will say cheers, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow at noon. Have a good one, everybody.
Peace, y'all.